All right.
You got all that?
Yep. Now we wait.
Are we seriously live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're live.
Welcome to Anthony's. Today is Thursday, I don't know, January 23rd. Pretty good guess? 2025.
Yeah.
So 45 years ago, we opened up Anthony's in Cherry Hill. That was the start of our long journey, which has been awesome with the help of our family and friends, with the great help of my partner and executive chef, John, who's behind you, who we'll show you him in a minute. He's been with me almost all 45 years, through his years in high school culinary arts, through college culinary arts, a couple stints down at the casinos. Picked up some really great knowledge that he brought to the table over here. And here we are 45 years later celebrating, which is awesome. I wake up every day happy to do this, and it's a big passion of mine. And I just want to thank all my customers too, because without you, obviously, we wouldn't be here talking about this. We love what we do. I think it shows in our food, our presentation, and our restaurant. And it's one of the coolest things to do something you really love. So that being said, in order to celebrate this event, we decided to do pop-up dinners. And they'll be the last Tuesday of every other month, starting with February 25th, I believe. And what we're going to do is we're going to highlight a different region of Italy. The first one's going to be Tuscany. We're going to be doing Rome, Calabria, Puglia, Sicily, Piedmont area. And we'll take the foods from those areas and highlight them and put together a little 5-6 course tasting menu. And this will be a special experience menu. That being said, it'll be the last Tuesday of February, April, I gotta read this, June, August, and October. But we'll, as we go along, post a menu for the month coming up. And you can make reservations online on Open Table probably within the next 2 days. And it's going to be a 5 o'clock seating for 2.5 hours, and then a 7:30 seating for 2.5 hours. The seatings are reserved ahead of time, okay? There'll be a cancellation policy, but all that gibberish will be on the site. Any questions, you can call and talk to myself or John. The menu will be posted by tomorrow on our website, anthonysonstation.com. What else do I need to tell you? Nothing else?
I think you covered it all.
Yeah, here we go.
All right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start. So once you arrive here, you're going to be greeted and sat at your table, and then we're going to present like a little antipasta to start your meal off. So this one we're doing, we got a little supersad, some aged provolone cheese. I got some whipped regatta toast that we're going to be doing, and we're doing a little truffle honey and pistachio. And that's how you're going to start off your meal. And we'll just drizzle some of this. It got a little cold back here. Like that. And then we'll put a little bit of pistachio. This will be a little antipasta to start.
Beautiful.
All right, I'll put this up here in the window.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, thanks, John.
I'm going to put it in the fridge.
Yeah. And then what we're going to do is our next. So this menu, I'll just do an overview real quick. It'll start with an antipasta. Then we're going to do a pasta course. And the pasta course we're going to be highlighting is a wild boar bolognese. Tuscany's known for the wild boar, obviously. I had the good fortune years back to spend a few days in Tuscany, one of the most beautiful countrysides ever. Love that part of Italy. Just gorgeous. If you have the opportunity, take it. So we're going to do a wild boar bolognese with a pappardelle homemade pasta, topped with a little bit of Asiago cheese. After that, we're doing a roasted beet salad over baby kale with toasted walnuts. We're going to do a caramelized gorgonzola cheese topping and a berry dressing. Then you're going to have a choice of either cod with a fish sauce and some braised fennel, or you're gonna have a choice of steak Florentine, which is well known in Tuscany also. And that's just gonna be pan-seared with some rosemary and sage, a little bit of fresh garlic. And that's gonna be served with lentils. And then the night's gonna finish off with a panettone bread pudding with a little bit of hazelnut homemade gelato. So we'll get started with that. I think we're gonna turn around and let John do the pasta thing.
So I have some homemade pasta here, some pasta cheese. I'm going to cut up into a pappardella. I'm just going to trim some of the ends off. It was sitting out a little bit. Sometimes it gets a little dry. Just taking the sheets and cut pappardella a little wide. A little wider pasta, as you can see. Trying to break it up a little bit when I drop it in the water. And this is fresh pasta. This is going to cook very quickly. By the time Anthony heats up the wild boar ragu bolognese, I mean, it'll be the pasta will just about be done.
So we have beautiful wild boar bolognese over here. A little bit of pomodoro sauce, and we finish it with a little bit of cream. Kind of pull it all together. Once that pasta's done, we're going to throw it in there, toss it around. We'll plate it. Top it with a little bit of the fresh Asiago, some Italian parsley, and olive oil.
Yeah, you might not need it all. One sheet wasn't enough and two sheets a little bit too much, right?
That's always the case. We're just going to give it a quick toss. It's a great hearty dish, especially this time of the year.
It's perfect when it's 10 degrees outside.
It made it to 10. Yeah. I'm working backwards here, but clean this up a little bit for you. Okay, now finish it with a little bit of olive oil, a bit of grated Asiago, on there, a little bit of Italian parsley. And there you have your pasta course. Good. I guess I should be talking, huh?
Yeah. You want to start? I was saying, if you want to start that steak next, you guys
Yeah,
start.
I'll
Then I'll
just
go over
start-
to the,
I'll
I'll
just
go
start
over
the
the
steak next.
salad. Okay.
So I got this beautiful strip steak that we're going to be doing. I'm going to do it in a cast iron pan. Real simple to do. It's going to be in a simple olive oil, fresh rosemary, and garlic sauce. While I'm doing this, John's going to plate up the salad. So you can.
All right.
So we're doing a little beet salad here with some toasted walnuts, a little vinaigrette, and this is like a caramelized blue cheese. So you take a blue cheese and hit it with a torch and caramel almost like a cracker. So you take a little bit of salad. Get some fresh beets here. If we get lucky for this event, we can hopefully get some golden beets to mix in with it. Give it a little bit more color, some toasted nuts. This is so simple. Just that little bit of that berry dressing that Ann talked about. Put that right on top of there. A nice simple winter dish with the roasted beets and the caramelized cheese. And you're gonna spin around now, and you should be getting that pan hot.
How we doing, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything
Yeah.
looks tremendous, doesn't it?
Getting a lot of comments. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Gail.
Oh, very nice. So we started in Cherry Hill in 1980, and then we moved the restaurant to Turnersville, Washington Township in 1986. And we were there for 14 years. And then we moved to our present location here in Haddon Heights, which coincidentally, we are celebrating 25 years at this location. So we got a lot going on this year, but it's all good stuff.
That pan doesn't get as hot when it's so cold, does it?
Oh my God, I heated it up twice already.
The cast iron holds the heat, but also holds the cold.
Yeah, it kind of works both ways.
It does definitely works both ways. There's nothing better than the cast iron.
So we salt and peppered it and put that side down. We'll salt and pepper this. This happens to be a strip steak that we're using. You can use any kind of cut steak that you want. They do a lot with T-bone steaks in Tuscany. They love them. They'll cover them about, I don't know, 2 inches thick, and do it either in a cast iron or in an outdoor grill. And I lost my comments.
You left them in the regular.
Give me your long ones, Eddie.
I'll put you off.
This is what 45 years does.
Here.
Makes you forgetful sometimes.
What'd you say?
So when I get a chance, I'm going to post our original menu, which I think will shock you as far as the pricing. Some prices, I was just looking at the menu. I had the first one that we ever did. In 1980, we had like broiled stuffed lobster tail. I think it was $10.75, and it included a salad and soup. Veal parm was like $7. Our pasta dishes were probably like $5. Came with soup and salad. But you know what? It worked. Everybody made money. Everybody was happy. Everybody ate well.
What's the biggest lesson that you learned in the past 45 years?
Should have went to college. Like I said before, I really love what I do. The biggest lesson, it's an old cliche, but don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
Look at the bigger picture, stay focused. Like I said, I wake up every day. I'm fortunate. I love what I do, and as long as you love what you do, like they say, it's not really a job. So it's great. It's great. I really love it.
Okay.
So I got this here over here. We're gonna add some butter into this.
Did that other dish look okay?
Yeah.
Oh no.
We got some fresh rosemary,
Right.
some garlic. We're gonna let this start to melt down. There's beautiful flavors in there. And then we're gonna start basting it.
Okay.
This is picking up all the flavors of the rosemary and the garlic. Look at that. Crazy good. I wish you could smell what this smells like.
Me too.
It is so amazing. One more shot here. And then we're going to let this rest for a minute. So what I have over here is lentils. So Tuscany, they're known for lentils, any of the legumes, meaning beans, cannellini beans, fava beans, any type of white bean. They love them. So what I did here was some lentils, cooked the lentils down, and I incorporated some carrots, some red onion, and a little bit of tomato products. And that's going to go with the steak. The other option when you come to dine with us that evening is going to be cod, which is one of the favorite fish. I thought something was on fire.
Well, at least it wasn't
Oh.
you. Here, give me that.
Might have been a short-lived 45 years. It's codfish, which they love in Tuscany. So we're gonna get that ready. So the codfish, we're gonna pan sear the cod, and then we're gonna present it with a sauce Actually, it's a sauce that I learned from my mom. At Christmas time, she would take cod or the salted cod, which is bacala, and make a red gravy out of it. So it has a really beautiful fish taste to it. So we're going to present the cod with that sauce on the bottom and some braised fennel, which we did in a little bit of butter, and some sambuca, which will retain that anis flavoring to it. So we can probably plate the steak.
You want to plate the steak?
Yeah, we can plate. I got to
go the big plate?
Yeah, I think the big plate.
It's hot watching it. Yeah. I was worried the fan was going to be too loud.
Let's flip flop. It's just easier for me.
Yeah.
All right, so we have our steak. We have our what I need.
But
Just stay right there. So we have our lentils. Beautiful roasted garlic. Put your cross. And finish up with a little bit of olive oil. A little bit of fresh rosemary. A little parsley. And there you have your steak. Steak alla Florentino.
Beautiful.
it's good your pan's ready now. Before it ends up like that.
Switch.
All right, what's next?
What's next is the fish. The codfish that we just got done talking about.
Oh, yeah. Matt Knopka joined.
Of course he did. What's up, Maddie?
I'm going to wait till she's ready. Is she ready?
So I'm just going to salt this a little bit. Our fresh cod. And I'm going to put a little bit of flour on it. Put this in a pan. Always put it in the pan away from you so that you don't splash yourself with the hot oil.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Tips are free. So I'm really looking forward to this event. I'm looking forward to this whole year-long celebration. I think it's going to be some really cool stuff. It actually gives the kitchen an opportunity to experiment with different foods from different regions. And come up with new ideas for our regular dinner menu. And ultimately, it's great for the customer too. They get to experience some really cool foods from a beautiful country of Italy. So we're just going to put a quick sear on this. And you can use any kind of fish that you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be cod. Have you been to Italy, Emily?
I've never been to Italy.
Put it on your list.
It's on there, trust me. I'm very jealous.
One of the most beautiful countries. Unbelievable. The food, the country itself, the people, the hospitality. It's like you never want to leave.
Getting a lot of comments on here. Matt Kanopka said he's just chilling. And Saul said the steak looks delish.
Thanks, Saul. So my buddy Saul just chimed in. If you want great Mexican food, La Esperanza in Linden Mall, right off the White Horse Pike. It is truly one of the most amazing Mexican restaurants. Truly authentic. Everybody in his family works there. It's awesome. Saul and his brother and his sisters are just so nice. And we have to give them a shout out. They just celebrated 23 years last month in business also.
Oh, wow.
So,
The best guacamole and best ceviche.
oh my God.
It's so good. And margaritas. If you're into that.
Yeah.
How's the cod looking?
Cod's looking awesome. What do you think?
It is looking awesome. Look at that.
I know. All right, we're gonna let this rest a minute. We're gonna heat up the fish sauce. Heat up
Well, it's smoking that over the road.
I have my fish sauce heating up. I have my kennel, which is a cool little side part to this dish. I want to thank Chef Nick for teaching me this one. It's a great thing working with other talented chefs. You learn a lot. What you really want to do.
Here's the spoon back.
I'm going to butcher this name, but Reynold Kappa.
Sally?
Yes, he said, impress Anthony and say, is that bacala?
No. Well, it's not. Well, it's either my brother-in-law or his son, which will be is it Reynold or Ren?
Reynold?
Yeah, that's my nephew. I have to say, so I'm one of 6 kids. I have 4 sisters and a brother, and every one of them are tremendous cooks. My father was a butcher by trade, and my mother was a stay-at-home mom that raised us, and she was a tremendous cook also. So there was a lot of influence there. All right, let's see what we can do with this thing. All right, we're gonna flip-flop it.
All right.
Alright, so we're going to get this ready to plate. Action. So we're going to put our fish sauce down.
It's almost like a pulp.
Release funnel.
Hot. It's so good, but so soft and flaky.
Yeah, it's a very flaky fish.
Yeah.
As
Very
you can see
delicate.
it, it's pulling it apart. Stay right there. This is just a little bit of basil oil.
Basil oil.
We'll add a flavor and a little bit of color to it. See how very vibrant. And there's your fish. But the fire was on.
Catch my hair on fire.
Yeah. That's the last thing you want to do, right? What's our last thing? Oh, dessert? So, come on, we're dancing over here.
All right, all right.
So what we have here is a red pudding, but we made it with panettone. I already stole a piece, as you can see.
Looks delicious.
So what we're going to do... Are the cherries somewhere?
Yeah, they're in a bowl behind the menu.
So we're going to cut a piece of this. And this will be your dessert that evening. Right? Johnny's got...
So one of those.
Okay, you're going to spin around.
Spin around.
Stay there.
That's a
John.
panettone. We're going to put a little bit of creme anglaise here. And a scoop of chocolate pistachio gelato that we have.
Perfect.
Try to get you a better picture there.
And we're just going to put a couple of these Italian cherries on here. Hit it with a little powdered sugar.
I was going to.
And we're going to finish it with powdered sugar. Just maybe in the back there.
Got it.
There we go.
You like that, don't you?
All right.
Alright.
Well, that kind of ends this meal that we're going to be presented. I'll just go over the details once again. We're celebrating 45 years, 25 of them right here in Haddon Heights. Thank you to the great folks of Haddon Heights for having us. Really loving it. Very supportive, as are all our other customers. 45 years here. It's beautiful. I love it. It's the greatest thing I ever decided to do. That being said, we're going to be doing every other month, starting with February, a pop-up dinner the last Tuesday of the month. We will put out the details a month ahead of time. Reservations only. It's a booked event, meaning that it has to be prepaid in advance. There'll be 2 seatings, 5 o'clock and 7:30. This month we're doing Tuscany. Like I said, we'll be hitting other regions of Italy. We'll put those menus up ahead of time. This way you can kind of see and put the arrangements together. Also, what we're going to do as an added bonus, I partnered up with Joe Canal's liquor store in Belmar, and we're putting together a suggested wine pairing. We are a BYOB restaurant, which is great. You can go to your local store or go to Joe Canal's in Belmar, and they will have the wines kind of separated out with our menus there, and you can kind of pick and choose. And they actually have a great wine person there that can help you along. So that's Joe Canal's in Belmar. They'll be our partner on this, doing suggested wine pairings. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for 45 years. I know there's some more years left in us. So hopefully we'll be doing this again. I don't know, maybe 50. We'll see. But thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Happy New Year's.